and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I'm still doing my tips and tricks series on various little things to help you out in the baking world. And today we are doing cream cheese frosting. So I've done a blog post on this a long time ago and I've done various recipes, probably even on my YouTube channel, where I've used cream cheese frosting. And I've spoken about how cream cheese in the UK, no offense to all the brands that make it, is just not as good as I've seen the American cream cheese. So we don't have blocks of cream cheese here. We don't. We only have tubs. And these tend to contain a lot more water compared to the blocks do that is in America, maybe other countries as well. So this is a recipe that I've developed to help make a thick, beautiful and delicious cream cheese frosting in the UK. But obviously it works for everywhere. The theory is the same. I just thought I would do a specific video on this to go with my blog post about how to make the perfect, deliciously thick and creamy cream cheese frosting for you all. So obviously, as always, the recipe will be linked in the description box below. Anything I use, I will link. I'll try and go through every process as always and show you the beautiful thickness of this delicious cream cheese frosting. I always start off a frosting, and basically any frosting, with unsalted block butter. So this is the kind you find wrapped in foil, but this is at room temperature, so it's nice and soft and ready to use. You don't want to use a baking spread or margarine because they are just too soft. And if you want to, you can use the salted version for flavour, but I just tend to use the unsalted version. And then I have my icing sugar. So the difference with this frosting is usually in an American buttercream frosting, you double the amount of icing sugar to the butter, but in this one, the weights of the butter and the sugar are the same, so we have 150 grams of each. When it comes to the cream cheese, it's very important to use a soft, full-fat cream cheese such as Philadelphia. So I have this because I bought it on an offer, but theoretically any full-fat cream cheese works. The difference is a lot of other brands, specifically more supermarket-owned brands, they tend to have a lot of water content in the packet and you need to drain this out before using. This is some Philadelphia in a bowl, and as you can see, there's no floating water in it. It's nice and thick, and it's absolutely luxuriously smooth, and this is what you're after. So you definitely need to use the full fat version. If there is any water content, make sure to drain it off before using. And then I'm going to use some vanilla bean extract just to flavour it, but this is optional, or you can switch it for something else. So we're going to start this by beating the unsalted butter on its own first in the bowl, and then mixing in our icing sugar. So now that my butter and my icing sugar and my vanilla has been beaten together, I'm now going to add the full fat soft cream cheese. And sometimes at first it can look a little bit weird in the bowl, but trust the process, make sure it mixes through. If you don't have a stand mixer, just take your time and mix it. But like I say, make sure the water content is out. Don't add any extra liquid to this other than your flavouring, and trust the process and mix it, and it'll be lovely, thick and delicious, pipeable cream cheese frosting. And there you have your cream cheese frosting. So that is how you make my deliciously thick cream cheese frosting. It is such an easy recipe, it's really straightforward, and there's only a few little rules to abide by, such as the full fat ingredients and block butter. But honestly, any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and please subscribe, and of course come back next time for another delicious tips and tricks video. And if you have any requests for videos, make sure to leave them in the comments below as well. But honestly, like always, happy baking.